Hello everyone, welcome to another Java tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to see how to work with Java arrays. An array is a data structure. In the computer's memory, variables are getting created. Variables take space. Just like that, arrays also do take space in the computer's memory. The difference between a variable and an array is an array can be considered as a group of variables like this. The array will have a common name and the array will contain multiple elements. These are called elements in an array. All these elements will belong to a single data type and all these elements will be referred by a subscript, or it's also called an index. These indexes starting from the value 0. So that's the basic introduction about the array. So let's create a main method first. Let's see how we can declare an array. First, you mention the data type. Then we can say the name of the array. Let's call this array as ARR. And you need to use box brackets, open close box brackets. Then we put name of the array, then semicolon. So this indicates to the computer that we have declared an array. Next, we can create the array. We have to use the keyword new, because all the arrays in Java are treated as objects, so that we need to use the new keyword. After we use the new keyword, we need to again mention the data type, and within the box brackets, we need to mention the size, which means the length. I'm going to use 5. So we have declared the array and we have created the array. Because Java arrays are treated as objects, all the array elements will be created and they will be having the default value 0. So we will see how to access the first element as well and how to display that. So we will be using, we can use an output command like this, and we can use the name of the array, box brackets. Simply, you can refer to one of the subscripts like this. So 0 up to 4 I can use because the maximum subscript is 4 in my array, such as the number 1 here, which means I'm referring to the second element. In this diagram, I have put 50 here. Original array that I have created here is having all the way it is having 0 because we did not assign a value to the array. There you can see 0 is getting printed in the screen. We're going to see how we can store values in the array. If I want to store an array element, or if I want to store an item in the array, I will use the name of the array just like a variable, but I will have to mention the index number because where I'm storing is important. This is the first element. Let's put the value like 80. We have items like this. We have stored elements in the array. Now if you want to do the same thing, if I copy paste this code once again down here, now when you are referring to the second element, it will display the value 90 because we have stored the value 90 here, right? Because we are referring to the element, second element. When you say 1, we are referring to the second element. You can see that very clearly from the diagram. Right, let's run that once more and see. There we go, 90 is getting displayed. Okay, so the next one which we will do is, we will see another small operation, which means let's say we want to add the second and the fourth elements together. Right? And we want to store the value in the fifth element. We want to add a 90 and 70 together and we want to store it in the last element. So you can write the code like this. You can write ARR, the last element, which is 4. Subscript 4 means the fifth element is assigned the value. Array elements, second element, which is 90, plus the array elements, fourth element, which is 3. Okay, that's the code. So this will add the second value with the fourth value and store the value in the last element. So let's see the output. Now when you print ARR arrays last element, which is 4, it will display the output. Then you can see 160 has got stored in this place, right? So creating an array, storing values in the array, and how to access those values in the array is shown here, right? Let's print all the elements in an array. Right. For example, we can use a for loop, right? Then we say I is less than. We need to put the size of the array here because each time otherwise we will have to change the code. I'm going to use ARR.length. This is possible because all arrays in Java are treated as objects. So name of the array dot, you can refer to the properties as well as methods. As usual, s out, and we'll say ARR, then say plus ARR arrays I element. So it will display all the arrays elements, right? Before that, we will put a divider like that. So there we go. It prints all the elements from the first element to the last element. That is a brief tutorial on how to declare an array, how to create the array, how to store values in an array, how to access them, how to manipulate them, how to print them. There is a shortcut way to create an array as well. Let me show you that one as well. You can define the array like this. Then I'm going to call this array as marks. Give the array initializer at the beginning like this. You can use open close curly braces. Inside this, you can start typing an array initializer, which means you can type the values. So this array actually has 3, 6, 7 elements in the array. This is the second way of creating an array. In case if you knew all the elements by the time you were creating the array, you could have created the array in this manner. Thank you very much and see you in another video.